Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching this video from. Welcome and welcome back to this channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to this channel. If you're a returning subscriber, we welcome you back to another episode. We have been quite away for some time, but we're back on it, going in bigger and better. So this is just a small update of our small farm. Decided to plant spinach about 1.5 months ago, and they're doing quite well. I'm quite impressed with the progress and you can see they're quite leafy and green in nature, because plants are meant to be green in nature to supply with different minerals. So spinach are quite healthy when eaten well, and you're quite impressed with the progress. So you have just to keep on planting some few plants, maybe at the balcony or just a small space if you have at home, and keep your family going, because times are changing and the vegetables are quite becoming expensive in the market. So if you have this small garden at home, just to plant your sukuma wiki, your kales and your spinach and other different crops, they will really help you out to serve your family. So this is another vertical garden that I decided to go in with some more spinach, so that we don't run out of vegetables anytime, and to keep us going. Might be wondering, what is this? These are not onions. These are from the same family of onions, but they are garlic. They are quite doing well, and they're quite healthy to our bodies, because to people who have pressure, high blood pressure, they help to reduce it and tend to help out. They're just good for our health, so we should always not lack garlic in our foods when cooking. It's quite good, and I've tried them, a sample of them, I think like 8 of them, and they're picking up well. As you can see, I'm trying just different types of crops in our soil to see which will do better, and just to enable us have something to eat, to put on the table each and every time. We've quite harvested some of them, and we've eaten them. They're quite sweet since they are organic, and I'm not saying the chemicals ones are bad, but they're not good either to our health. So we try as much as possible to reduce chemicals, because if you don't reduce them on one side, you still get them on the other side. So if you try to reduce them on the food, you still get them. You see on our application of maybe perfumes and cooking oil, you see. So you try to reduce as much as possible. Can't say you can avoid them, but we just go on with our lives. We thank God for the life. So these are chilies, and they're quite doing well. At the top here, I decided to go with coriander, or commonly known as dania in Kenya and Africa. Some of parts of Africa also know them as dania, and they're doing well. They take not much time. I think 30 to 45 days maximum. They're ready to be harvested. They're just good spices for food. They bring that good aroma to the table, and it's quite impressive. So we go in with anything. So these vertical gardens have some challenges. As you can see, it's black in color, and you see black things tend to absorb heat. So the effect will be evaporation of water from the soil, and indeed the plants will remain dry at some time. So you make sure you keep watering like twice a day, morning and evening, to keep the plants hydrated all times. And also keep on adding manure, maybe once a month or once in 2 months. It just helps. You can go in with goat manure, you can go in with with the cow dung, but I don't usually advise people to go in chicken manure. Not that it's bad, but it has quite some acid in it, because it will work well for the plant, but after some time it will start becoming affecting the plants. And we also hydrate these. We also go use foliar, which is rabbit urine, and it acts as good pesticides and also good foliar, and that is fertilizer to the plants. They grow very fast and green and quite leafy. You can just take like 2 or 3 leaves and can feed one person of the family, so it's quite good. As you can see, I have a company passing there, and that's my cat. It follows me everywhere I go. So these are carrots. I also tried in some small other part of the garden, just to try out how it works, and also to add more vegetables and spices to my garden. So at first I tried planting these carrots, and I planted them on a nursery, then transplanted them here, but they didn't quite do well. So I did my research, and a good farmer friend of mine told me that carrots are never transplanted, since they're tuber crops, and their roots are the ones that become the carrot themselves. So when you transplant them, they become deformed. So I decided now to go in with the whole packet, just pour it in, and that's why you are seeing the whole farm is green. And not doing bad, but I'll get something out of them. They are happy at the end of the day. Inshallah, indeed, when you get some bigger farm, we'll be doing them for commercial, but for now it's just for us. So thank you for watching, and welcome again to another video next time. Bye bye.